Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Derek Martinez. Hazleton City Police have arrested a man after they say he stabbed a victim multiple times. Officers say they received a 911 call about a stabbing victim in the area of Grant Street and West 6th Street around 2 a.m. on Sunday, December 4th. Following an investigation, police determined that Diego Taveras Corona had allegedly entered the victim's home through an unlocked door. Corona then began to physically assault the victim and stab them multiple times. Police say Corona left the scene, but later returned and was apprehended without incident. The victim was transported to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton for non-life-threatening injuries. Corona has been charged with aggravated assault, recklessly endangering another person, terroristic threats, and simple assault. He is currently behind bars at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility and has been denied bail. Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers are offering a $2,000 reward for information leading to an arrest regarding a fatal shooting over the weekend. Pennsylvania State Police say the shooting occurred around 3:30 a.m. on Sunday, December 3rd in Old Forge. When police responded to the scene on Kaiser Avenue, officers say they found the victim, Kuri Abduruzak of Hanover Township, with a gunshot wound to his back. Abduruzak was transported to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead in the emergency room around 4:30 a.m. Officials say his death has been ruled a homicide. Anyone with information regarding the fatal shooting is asked to call state police at 570-963-3156. Officials are investigating a report of a counterfeit $100 bill being used at the Mohegan, Pennsylvania casino in Plains Township. According to Pennsylvania State Police, troopers were called to the casino around 4 p.m. on November 29th regarding the incident. The counterfeit bill has been sent to the U.S. Secret Service for further processing. The Luzerne County Council held their annual holiday tree lighting event on Monday at the Luzerne County Courthouse. The event featured many performances, including Tracy's Academy of Dance and Drums and the Wyoming Valley West Middle School Spartan Singers. Even Santa Claus made an appearance to help kick off the holiday season. The County Controller 4, a barbershop quartet made up of Luzerne County Council members, were also in attendance. We spoke with one of the quartet members, County Controller Walter Griffith, about the Council's role in organizing the tree lighting.
Well, the tree lighting event is something that the new manager, Romelda Crocomo, decided that she wanted to have some county participation from the county employees, and as you can see, there's going to be a lot of people there that work for the county, as well as myself. She found out that I could sing barbershop and asked me to participate, and it's a lot of fun to be able to do this and help out.
Griffith believes that contributing to community events like this is an important part of being a council member.
The Luzerne County Council is a key to the prosperity of the county, and so when they see things that need to be done, it's great that they participate in these type of events.
The event ran from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the courthouse rotunda. Police have arrested 3 men after officers say they were caught stealing from the North Face store at the Pocono Premium Outlets. Officers were called to the store around 5 p.m. on November 13th for a report of a retail theft, according to Pocono Township Police. Police say the employees watched as 3 men entered the store, with 2 of the men looking similar to suspects from a past retail theft. Once officers arrived to the store, the 3 suspects were identified as Brian Hughes, Richard Saunders, and Timothy Abner of Philadelphia. While officers were interviewing the suspects, Sanders attempted to flee the scene but was quickly detained. Surveillance footage showed the 3 men selecting items and hiding them in their bags, with the 3 dumping the bags when police arrived. An investigation discovered that the suspects have allegedly worked together in other retail thefts in the Philadelphia area. The 3 will be facing charges in connection with the attempted retail theft in Pocono Township. The City of Hazleton has partnered with Code Red to bring emergency alerts to the people and businesses of Hazleton. These alerts include evacuations, hazardous weather, road closures, and other important notifications. To enroll in the Code Red program, you can text Hazleton Info to 99411. 2 individuals are facing charges after Carbondale police say that a 3-year-old tested positive for cannabinoids in his system. The child's mother, Cadence Graham, and her boyfriend, Tyreek Gwaltney, are both facing charges after the child's father raised concerns regarding injuries sustained by the child and had him taken to a local hospital. Police say the child had suffered ear and neck abrasions, along with contusions on his body. According to the affidavit, it was also discovered in a urine screening that cannabinoids were present in the child's system. The child has been placed in foster care, and Graham and Gwaltney faced the charge of child endangerment. Graham is also facing the charge of simple assault in connection with the incident. Coming up on WYLN News, we learn about the upcoming tree lighting at Hazleton City Hall. Plus, chamber members are invited to an upcoming holiday mixer in Hazleton. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Abby, and now we're going to be cloudy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. The sisters at Holy Annunciation Monastery are in desperate need of newspaper for bedding for their horses. You can drop off your old newspapers at the monastery at 403 West County Road in Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania, or call them at 570-788-1205 for pickup.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. This holiday season, join WYLN for great holiday programming featuring Can Do Christmas, the Christ Lutheran Christmas Eve service, the Hazleton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra, Sounds of the Season, the Polka Connection, Ciao Bella Holiday Cooking, Holiday Baking with Jen Yamola, the Your Life Holiday Special, Chef Lou Christmas, Viewpoint with Santa, From Saint to Claus, Story of the First Noel, and more. Check our website at WYLNTV.com for a program schedule. WYLN, your home for the holidays station.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The Hazleton Department of Parks and Recreation is teaming up with several Hazleton organizations to host their annual City Hall tree lighting on Wednesday evening. The event will be held in collaboration with Can Do, the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, and the Hazleton Area Public Library. We spoke with Recreation Director Alan McKittrick about what participants can expect from the event.
So tree lighting is, there's one special person that is picked to actually light the tree. And when you come out, it is there's going to be music playing. Everything's going to be lit up and decorated, and there's just a lot of people out there together. Families come out for the tree lighting. It's a big deal for the city. It's almost like all of us kicking off the season together.
McKittrick said the event will feature singers, dancers, and carolers in addition to a special guest.
And Santa Claus will also be coming to the tree lighting. So people can come indoors, take pictures with Santa Claus by the Christmas tree, maybe get a little treat, a little gift. But yeah, definitely come on out and join us.
The event will begin at 5 p.m. at Hazleton City Hall, located at 40 North Church Street in Hazleton. The Can Do Community Christmas Holiday Concert will also be held at Christ Lutheran Church beginning at 6 p.m. The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce is inviting chamber members to attend their annual Downtown Holiday Mixer. The mixer will be held at the Hazleton Active Adult Center from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Thursday, December 7th. The event is open to chamber members, their employees, co-workers, and guests. There is no fee to attend, but reservations are required. The event will feature hors d'oeuvres, desserts, beer, and wine. To register for the event, you can contact the chamber office at 570-455-1509. Honest Abe's Business and Taxes will be holding their Winter Wonderland Holiday Extravaganza again this weekend. The event will run from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday, December 8th, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday, December 9th, and from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday, December 10th. During the event, participants will have the opportunity to tour a vast array of holiday decorations while benefiting Toys for Tots. Tricky trays and crafts will also be available. Coming up on McAdee's News Choice, Ryan Prosick is back on Let's Talk Sports. Plus, we learn about fire extinguishers on this week's Firefighter Spotlight. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
1224 presents a high-energy rock orchestra concert featuring holiday music as well as their own holiday creations. Inspired by the music and stage presentation of some of the world's greatest rock orchestras, this group delivers. See them at Hazelton Area High School, 1601 West 23rd Street in Hazel Township, Thursday, December 14th. Show starts at 7:30. Tickets are available at Boscov's at the door or online at wiltycenter.org and eventbrite.com.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Welcome back to a Tuesday edition of Let's Talk Sports. We recap the Steelers and Eagles' devastating losses yesterday on Let's Talk Sports. So today, we're going to recap the rest of the Sunday slate. Might I say, it's a pretty good one. We had the Colts at the Titans. The Colts picked up the 31-28 victory off a Michael Pittman walk-off touchdown in overtime. Nonetheless, the game was tied 25-25 heading into overtime. That's such a weird score, but it is what it is. We saw Derrick Henry score twice, but, of course, that had to be cut short because he got hurt. DeAndre Hopkins scored, and then, like I said, Michael Pittman scored the walk-off touchdown. But insane stuff with the block punts and everything that went on in that game. An uneventful one with the Chargers and the Patriots. The Chargers win 6-0. I don't know who this looks worse on, the Patriots or the Chargers. I'd say the Chargers because now the Patriots are in prime position to draft one of the two-star quarterbacks in the draft, Drake May or Caleb Williams. And I don't think the Cardinals are going to jump back up and pass them again. I think the Cardinals are a good football team like we recapped yesterday as they beat the Steelers. I know the Steelers aren't that great either for the record, but the Cardinals played tough. They went in to Pittsburgh. It should be Heinz Field still. I'm still a little hurt about that one. It's so iconic, but they should have went in there and they handled their business. So anyway, moving on, we have Detroit at New Orleans. Detroit 33-28. Detroit hopped on them quick, 21-0, scoring touchdown after touchdown. A couple of bad Derek Carr turnovers, but Derek Carr was climbing his way back into the game before he got hurt. Jameis Winston had to come in Derek Carr will probably not play next week as he has 3 separate individual injuries. I believe it's a concussion, a back, and a leg. It was really confusing to look at. The injury report was just listed out the things. It's like, oh, he's very hurt and he won't come back today. And it's tough because they paid him a lot of money to be their franchise quarterback, and he hasn't been that thus far in a weak NFC South. And continuing on with the weak NFC South, we have the Atlanta Falcons beating the New York Jets 13-8. I think I could just leave it at that. There's nothing eventful in this game happened besides the Jets grabbing another safety in the first quarter. They have more first quarter safeties than touchdowns. That was said on the broadcast yesterday. I thought that was insanely interesting. But Arthur Smith wins again. And you know, coming from a fantasy mind like myself, when Arthur Smith wins, all fantasy players lose. So a loss for me there, but we can laugh it off. It's only fantasy football. It's just a game. We recapped Arizona and Pittsburgh yesterday. Now we have not Carolina and Tampa Bay. We have Houston at Denver. Those 2 games got swapped because all eyes were going to be on Philly and San Francisco, and Houston and Denver was going to be a more entertaining game anyway, and that it was. It came down to the final red zone possession for the Broncos. They were down 22-17, and Russell Wilson almost got it done, but he couldn't quite just get there. The big news out of Houston is Tank Dell is on IR with a fractured fibula after that run play. He was in run blocking on the inside of the goal line, and someone fell on him, and it's tough because he's having one of the best rookie wide receiver seasons ever, him and Puka Nacua, which we'll get to Puka Nacua in a little bit because he also had a huge day against the Browns. But Houston pulls off a good victory, and they're going to need that one because the Jags are ahead of them, and they're battling with Denver for a wild card spot. So a big tiebreaker win there for the Houston Texans. And we also have Miami at Washington. Of course, Miami just did whatever they wanted to do. 45-15. Achane scored twice. Tyreek Hill got in the end zone. Tyreek Hill's just a cheat code. I don't know if I could say anything more about him. He just gets behind the defense so easily. And Tua Tagovailoa just throws a beautiful deep ball, lays it right in there. Just unbelievable stuff. And Mostert got in the end zone as well. We kind of expected this one. Miami's fun when they play bad teams. They just beat up on them. They posted 70 on the Broncos earlier in the season. I still can't believe that happened. But anyway, good showing out of Miami, as expected, though, against the weak Washington Commanders unit. We have Cleveland at the Rams, which the Rams won 36-19. Puka Nacua had over 100 yards and a touchdown. He hit a nice 70-yard touchdown at the start of the game, and it was impressive for the Rams. I'll give them that. The Browns didn't show they showed a lot of heart till the end. Joe Flacco just couldn't get him over the hump, which he was playing decent to the very end of the game, and then he had that one mistake turnover, and it just cost him the game. And the Rams kind of ran up the score a little bit because Sean McVay has Kyren Williams on his fantasy team. Thought I'd point that one out in his post-game interview. It was pretty funny to watch, but the Browns are a better team with Joe Flacco than they were with Deshaun Watson, it feels like, which is absolutely wild to say in the year 2023. But anyway, here we are, good victory for the Rams. We talked about San Fran and Philadelphia yesterday, and we have one more game to wrap up, Kansas City at Green Bay. Green Bay with a 27-19 win. Jordan Love looks like a franchise quarterback. It's honestly crazy the stats they were showing last night. He's basically identical to Rodgers through his first 11 starts, and this offense is now clicking with Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed, A.J. Dillon. Aaron Jones isn't even around because he's hurt right now, but Jordan Love looked like a true franchise quarterback last night at Lambeau, throwing for 3 scores with 2 to Christian Watson, and Patrick Mahomes couldn't quite get it done, which the end of the game was just absolutely bizarre. There was a PI call that was not called. There should have been when he was over the back of Marquez Valdes-Scantling. There was the punch thrown by Isaiah Pacheco. There were so many things that happened. The late hit out of bounds. The game just went absolutely nuts in the last minute. If you weren't watching with like Hawkeyes, you wouldn't have known what went on because you would have looked down at your phone 1 minute and back up, and it was a totally different ball game at that point. But crazy stuff. The Chiefs fall again, and they might fall next week as they take on the Buffalo Bills in what should be a big AFC matchup for playoff position. But huge win for Green Bay, and we will recap Monday Night Football and look ahead to Thursday Night Football tomorrow. We'll see you then on Let's Talk Sports. Have a good one.
Lehigh
Valley Topper Cancer Institute brings the next level of cancer care to the greater Hazleton region. The new cancer center on the campus of Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is now open and offers an advanced radiation therapy program, an expanded infusion suite with private treatment rooms, and the latest telemedicine technologies. The Cancer Center at LVH Hazleton, offering world-class cancer care closer to home. To learn more, visit lvhn.org/Hazleton Cancer Center.
This holiday season, join WYLN for great holiday programming featuring Can Do Christmas, the Christ Lutheran Christmas Eve service, the Hazleton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra, Sounds of the Season, Polka Connection, Ciao Bella Holiday Cooking, Holiday Baking with Jen Yamola, the Your Life Holiday Special, Chef Lou Christmas, Viewpoint with Santa, From Saint to Claus, Story of the First Noel, and more. Check our website at WYLNTV.com for a program schedule. WYLN, your home for the holidays station.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-833-819-0576.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. John. This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic Tune In, John Rutkowski is a contractor, physical job. Let's see how chiropractic helps his sciatica, his vertigo, and he comes also for his CDL exams. Tune in.
Welcome back to Fire Talk Tuesday. I'm joined again by Fire Chief Tim Rossman of Lehigh Valley Fire Company. Tim, how's it going?
It's going great.
So we're going to talk about how to use a fire extinguisher because I know not a lot of people know how to use one. Maybe it's, at a home, in their business. I know there's stuff hanging in their business, but maybe a lot of people don't know how to use them.
That's true. A lot of people do have fire extinguishers in their homes and in their businesses, and they have no idea how to use it if something was to happen.
So we're going to go over a little, tips, how to use it, just in case, because you never know when this may happen when you need to use them.
Right.
So do we want to do a demonstration a little bit?
Well,
not actively use it, but...
Right. What I can show you is this is probably a typical kitchen-type fire extinguisher you'd find in your home. Always locate these someplace where they're going to be accessible. Most fires in the kitchen start in the kitchen. A lot of them. So it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to have this too far away from the kitchen, but yet not right there where something possibly could happen, like near your stove. But this is just one type of extinguisher. It's small, it's portable, easy to use. And there are other ones out there as well. Now, obviously, this is probably something you wouldn't have in your home. You may in your business, though. So this particular type of extinguisher, both of them are considered dry chemical extinguishers, and it's an ABC type extinguisher, which the designation means that it's capable of putting out pretty much any type of fire that you would have in your home. So there's an acronym that we like to use. It's called PASS. Basically what that means is you're going to pull the pin. There's a pin located on the fire extinguishers, most of them, not all. That one didn't have one. So you're going to pull the pin, you're going to aim the nozzle, you're going to squeeze, You're going to aim the nozzle at the base of the fire, squeeze and sweep. PASS. Okay? If you think you have the fire out, you're going to back out. You never turn your back on it. That's not a good idea. And as you're backing out, have somebody call 911. Have everybody out of the home, no matter how small the fire is or how small you think the fire is. You must call 911. You want to have your house checked, or the area where the fire was at, or the appliance, or whatever it may be. That's so important to have the professionals come and take a look at what's going on and see what needs to be done from that point.
Yep, because it's always better in the hands of the professional. And I like the tip that you gave for the little one there, because when you said have it in a place where you could easily access it, because some people might place it under their stove, and if the stove catches on fire, you won't be able to get to it.
I see a lot of them under people's sinks and different things of that nature. And then we all store things underneath the sink that shouldn't even be there. But that's another story.
That's another story for a whole another day. That'd be a holiday special at this rate.
But yeah, that would be definitely something that you would want to do in your home, is have fire extinguishers along with your smoke detectors. And you need to have them checked. They do need serviced. You can go to your local fire department and they can give you information on places where they could be checked. They may be able to help you out with that with no problem.
And how often do they need to be certified?
Well, there's a couple different things with the extinguishers. We have all of our extinguishers checked yearly. You should too. And that's not saying that they come in and change all the powder and do all that kind of stuff. It's just a basic check, and you can do those kind of checks yourself. And basically what you would be looking for is you want to check the hose, make sure that there's nothing in it, make sure the pin is in and secured, and you want to be able to read the gauge that's on the front of it if it has a gauge. And there'll be a yellow area and a green area. You want those two to be in the same spot. The yellow arrow should be in the green. If it is not, then the extinguisher needs to be serviced by a professional. The other thing is some of the cylinders may need to be what they call hydro tested. Every 5 years, I believe it is. Some of them are different. So, but other than that, there's really not a whole lot to do with it. Just keep it clean and keep it serviced and ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, safe spot where you can get it in a case of a fire.
Absolutely.
Especially during the holiday season, like we talked about last time, where, portable heaters, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Can cause a fire.
Anything can happen.
But I'd like to thank Fire Chief Tim Rossman for joining us on this edition of Fire Talk Tuesday. Have a happy holidays and see you next time. And that does it for the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest news and updates on our YouTube, Facebook, or at our website at wylntv.com. Stay with us for a look at the weather.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.